Kingdom people, they want you to stop showing up so they can stop feeling like a loser. Okay? See, Kingdom people, you have people that have tried to stop you and block you. They've tried to get reactions out of you. They've set traps for you that you didn't fall into. And for the most part, they did all of these things because they were very, very, very jealous of you. Very. It's deep. This ain't just a little jealousy. This is deep jealousy. And it's deeply rooted within them because they have jealous-hearted spirits. They're just jealous people. It's not just you that they're jealous of. These are just people that just tend to be jealous. They jealous of the sun. They jealous of the ground. They jealous of the cat. They just jealous-hearted people. But with you, it's different. They really seriously jealous of you. And here's the thing. With other people that they were jealous of, that they felt were doing, certain things in life, being successful, showing up a certain way, and may have had certain things that, these people didn't have. These kind of people in particular have a tendency to want to look like they the best thing popping. So when somebody is around in their vicinity, in their environment, in their vicinity, I said vicinity, in their environment that appears to be doing well or has just something good or positive going on, they 1, 2, maybe they 3 and 4 or 5 and 6 too, to take them down, to trap them, to get reactions out of them. They do what they do. They even do their little witchcraft, dark arts included. And they pretty much cause these people a problem or even bring them down or just, put them in really bad situations because they are very jealous. Again, they want to be the best thing popping. Now, with you, they've tried all of this stuff. It didn't work. You are the best thing popping for real. And Kingdom people, it's not that you walking around here like, yeah, I'm the best thing popping. Even though that's somewhat how they see it. Because they are carnal. They are vain. That's how they are. So when they see you in that way. Even though they know you're not like that. You're not even moving like that. But again, that's how they are. And people tend to see others, especially, I'm going to say these kind of people, and I'll explain in a minute. They tend to see things through their own lenses. Well, that's all we really can do for the most part. But here's the thing. Their lenses are very clouded. They're very foggy. They're blind. These people are very much so blind. And again, they're carnal. They go after the things of the world. Remember, these are jealous-minded people. They also have very toxic mindsets. So they can only see things from their toxic mindsets and their foggy, lenses. So they see you as they, I'm going to say, see themselves to the extent where they are boastful and they be trying to be like this in a cocky way. So even though you're not being that way, that's how they're viewing you. And so here's the thing. I mentioned how you can only see things through your own lens. Well, we as people of God, we should, and many of us do, we've learned to do this because God requires it. We see things through God's eyes. We even grow and mature to a point. We develop so much so that our lens becomes God's lens to a high extent. I'll say a high extent. It's not completely, because we can't see completely how God sees. But because we are in Him, because we are one with Him, He shows us how to see things. So we have to look at things through his eyes. He teaches us how to see things in his word. And so when we oblige, we're seeing things as God wants us to see them, as he sees them, to the extent that we can. Now, these people don't have any of that going on. So imagine that. They feel like you just keep showing up doing you. Now, they've tried to stop you, block you out for the count. As I've already said, they went to the underworld and did their witchcraft or paid somebody that's in the underworld or hang out there. Listen, to do they 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 on you. To no avail. So what they need for you to do is to just stop showing up. Because in their mind, you're making them look bad. You're making them look little. And here's the thing about these kind of people. Some of these people, some do have something going. What I mean by that, going on. And I couldn't even finish that sentence. Let me tell you why. Some of these people do have a job. They may be in a relationship. They may have certain things, certain material possessions. They may even have certain positions in their job. Or a certain kind of job, you know. And they want to be seen as top notch. They want to be seen with what they have going on, what they're doing. They want to be seen in a positive light, like they have it going on. And listen, kingdom people, for the most part, I'm not saying they don't or couldn't. The reason why they don't really is because of their mindset. Because they feel like they have to knock other people off so they can be, you know, seen as the best. That's where the issue come in at. Because there's nothing wrong with what some of these people do. I mean, you know, live your life. Do your thing. But see, these people can't have that. They feel like they have to be the best. Again, in the vicinity. And if anybody appears to be doing as good as them or better than them in their mind, remember, then they feel like they got to knock you off. They tried that. They can't knock you off. And so they want you to stop showing up because they're starting to feel like a loser. I'm going to say in comparison to you. Not that you're comparing kingdom people. Of course not. But they are. Now, do you know the difference between you and them? Absolutely. But they're comparing so much so that they feel like they can't be, in their mind, great with you around. Not understanding that being great has nothing to do with having to be better than someone else or having... Listen, y'all both can be great. But the great they're trying to be is a different great that you are being. So you great in God. You great with God in you. You great with God working in and through you. And the great that you are, you don't even contribute it to yourself. You contribute it to the great God. There's the difference. See, they want the recognition for themselves. They want to be seen as... See, they don't have a God working in them like you do. And what they have come to realize is that you do have a God, I'm going to say with you. Some of them do understand that God is working in you and through you. Some of them do, but some just know, it stops at just knowing God is with you. Have they tried to outdo you and compete with you and beat you? Absolutely. They've done all that to no avail. Because remember, the great God is in you. Greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. So they can't outdo the great God that is in you. It's impossible. And you're not trying to outdo nothing and nobody. You're just trying to do what God has called you to do. Do what you are here to... Listen, you are trying to be, do, and walk in all that God created for you to do and be and walk in. That's what you're doing. And they want to outdo that. They want to look like the best. But your best, or what you're doing, looks like the best to them. So And then the thing is, you keep showing up, keep doing you. And that's a problem for them because they feel like a loser because you're around, because you keep showing up, because you keep doing what you do. Now, you don't even have to have anybody, any audience. In other words, you may be in a certain environment with these people, or maybe even they may be in a totally different environment than you. But whatever, I'm gonna put it like this: you all may not have an audience per se. If there are people around in that way, in whatever way that is, they not paying no attention to that. They not comparing y'all. They not doing that. The issue is that this person is. The issue is that they the ones feeling the way. They the ones feeling like they gotta look like the best. In many of these situations I'm speaking of, perhaps a very few, there are people around that they're concerned about, you know, how they view them opposed to you or whatever. But in many of these instances, ain't nobody even there or paying attention to that. It's their own doing. It's their own thinking, because they are very, very, very insecure. Remember, these people are very jealous, and they just, the only way they can feel good about themselves and not feel like a loser is if they feel like they look better than everybody around. These people also often place themselves in environments where they feel like people are not up to par, or they don't try to put themselves in more high-class environments. Not that the environment that you're in with them is not per se, but it's only so far that they'll go. And so whatever they've done, whatever they're doing, whatever they have accomplished and acquired, they feel like it's enough to be able to be on a certain stage, or not, you know, to be among certain groups of people. However, even in these groups, I'm just hearing keeping up with the Joneses. That's what I'm hearing right now. Even among these environments and groups, or whatever the case may be, they do tend to go through extremes to compete. Now, they don't just do this with you. They do this with other people. Because remember, they're trying to be the best of the best. And again, they do their little witchcrafty stuff to take others down so they can look like they're the best. It's a problem with you because it's not working. It hasn't worked with you. They need you to just stop showing up because they can't take you down. Nothing works with you. They couldn't do you like they did the rest. You keep showing up. You keep doing you. That's a problem for them. Because you showing up in their mind makes them feel like a loser. That's how they feel. They feel like a loser. And they really feel like a loser because they did everything in their power to take you out, take you down, set you up, trap you. And you're not going. You wasn't going. You won't be going. They know this. They feel low. They feel like losers. After all that, yeah, they feel like a loser. And you keep showing up. You just keep going. They feel defeated because they can't stop you, block you, none of that. Take you down, bring you down. Get you to stop. You just keep showing up, doing what you do. Right in their face. And you're not trying to do it in their face. They the ones walking and stalking, watching, stalking and hawking. I said walking. Watching, stalking and hawking you. What movie used to do that? One of them scary movies back in the days. Anyway, let me stay focused. I was trying to bring myself to what movie that was. Yeah. Y'all remember that? That was Halloween, Michael Myers movie. I remember that one. But it was one where the person was breathing. Anyway, stalking. Anyway, That's how they do you. They stalking, hawking, watching. And ain't nobody thinking about them. But they thinking about you. You ain't focused on them now. Are you aware of them? For the most part, yes. You're just doing you. You're living your life. You're not living your life for them. You was living your life before these people were even around. But they make it about them. And that's because they making your life about them. And Kingdom people, you keep showing up. And it's making them feel more and more and more like a loser. Loser. That's how they feel. And for the most part, they are losers. Moving like that. Trying to take people down. They losers. Can they become winners the right way? Absolutely. If they come on over to God's side and do things God's way, absolutely. But then they will have to deal with what they doing towards you. Will they be able to overcome that? If they with God and persevere and press in and do the work and let God work things out in them, absolutely. Will they do it? Well, that's another thing. But for now, Kingdom people, you keep showing up. And it's making them feel like losers. Like, for real, you have no idea. I just heard they want to cry. Some of these people are probably crying. I'm hearing crying inside is what I'm hearing. Yeah. So, Kingdom people, they want you to stop showing up so they can stop feeling like a loser.